everybody, I love you.
And then start working my way through putting the note card information into my outline. Anyone who's a really major player, you want to really flesh them out. I spent the last couple hours plugging my notes into that big long document, and I'm over 12,000 words now, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm about 90% of the way done putting my information into my outline. Maybe I'll just read that one submission and get my notes in order about that, and then dive back into finishing those character profile information plug-in to my outline thingamajigs, and then start working my way through putting the note card information into my outline.
And that's the bulk of what those note cards, that was written between 1 and 3 years ago. That's stuff that I had written before I decided to finally jump in last nano and start writing book 1. Some of it I already know that scenes or the reasons things are happening are different. Some of the same things happen, but the way they happen and the instances and the reasons behind why they happen are different. So I will know as I read what is pertinent now and what I can just trash. I did like a huge binge between January, kind of the end of January into March even, of craft books. Like all things craft books, I was just there for it. And that's when I created my story structure and the Save the Cat beats for book 1. And then I really started implementing the changes in April's Camp NaNoWriMo, because what I had for that first draft was kind of, I would almost say a zero draft in places, because it was written before I realized it was going to be 2 books, so I had to go back and change everything and have it point to the main conflict of book 1, which was actually the midpoint of the original I was writing. It's a whole convoluted long story, so if you've seen past vlogs of mine, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, whatever.
So yeah, I'm rambling again, so I'm gonna go and do my stuff, and I'll see you later. The best job at vlogging this experience because it is so super repetitive. I could have probably brought my camera along with me in the car yesterday to film the actual start of me transcribing my note cards into my big long outline, but I forgot it because the battery was low, and I'm just like, I'm just not gonna mess with it. Today we will pick up where I left off yesterday when I didn't film. I have everything broken down into the 3 acts, and I've made little scene headers and highlighted them in yellow to show all the scenes in the act, and I tried to keep everything in as close of order as I know it should be in, but certain things, especially subplots, I have a lot of information I know about a specific subplot or another subplot, but I'm not sure 100% where I'm sprinkling that in between other scenes or within other scenes. So I'm kind of making, from about the first place that subplot comes into play is where I kind of put the, I don't know what the word would be, like just the overview, I guess that's a good word, overview of that subplot. If that subplot comes into play throughout the main plot or in a specific scene, I kind of already know that and I can plug that information into the specific scene. But for the most part, I'm just trying to explain things to myself within my outline, so if I have more information somewhere else, I will put kind of in that subplot explanation, all right, more information found in scene X, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, whatever. It's really hard to keep track of all the little threads that have to run together to weave together and become the story. That's what I'm going to be doing in the card, just implementing those note cards into my outline, and what I do is I highlight it to cross it out so I already know which information I have put in my document. And when I'm done with those note cards, that is when I will reread my Save the Cat rite of passage beats and make sure that I'm hitting those in an appropriate time within that beat sheet. And also in K.M. Weiland's Structuring Your Novel book, the one thing that I noticed that was missing from the Save the Cat was really developing that antagonist, because maybe they're not quite 100% as important as your protagonists, but they're right up there because they're like mirror images of each other. So that's something I thought that the Save the Cat beat sheet didn't really hit upon, was the antagonist and developing that antagonistic arc as well. And then I also have, I had to check out the title over there on my shelf, Creating Character Arcs, also by K.M. Weiland. That was really helpful, like I was saying too, about the antagonist and the protagonist, just really fleshing out the characters, and not just those two characters, but any characters that play a pretty pivotal role. I mean, you can't have a story arc for every single character, especially if you have a lot of characters. It's just not feasible, but the characters that are helping your main character along, or that are putting conflict in the road of your main character, you want to see some sort of evolution or regression with those people as well. You will also have those characters that just kind of remain flat throughout, which is fine because you don't want it to be so over the top. So you can have those kind of flatline characters, that's not a problem, but anyone who's a really major player, you want to really flesh them out. And that's what I'm going to be busy doing after what it is that I'm doing now, which will probably take me the rest of this vlog to get all those note cards plugged in, and possibly then some. But today's October 16th already. We're halfway through this month, and I don't even feel like yes, I have almost 15,000 words, I believe, in my outline. That's a lot of words, but I don't feel like I'm ready yet for Preptober to be over, which, you know, we're only halfway through, so yay, good. I will go ahead and take you along with me in the car, and I may or may not vlog later, I'm not sure. I haven't been in a very vloggy type mood lately. I've just been wanting to put my nose to the grindstone and get things done, so I guess we'll see if I decide to vlog that. I'm not sure. So anyway, without further ado and dragging this on any longer,
let's go! Hi everybody, I love you. I love you.
I love you.
I love you too.
You're sweet.
And I love all the YouTubers. Hi. Hi YouTubers. Hi. I love you.